My brothers and sisters, I actually have something to confess. Uh, a lot of years ago, I actually came across the Christian God. The Christian God, I said always that I never felt it. Well, the first time that I felt it was a few years ago when my grandma passed away, and I could feel the energy inside of that church. That church didn't want me there. You have to know something about universes. I learned so much, so many things that I learned from spirituality, uh, and I have to also say that I learned a lot from the dragons themselves, and how universes work, how everything actually works. Like I said, dragons are the ones that wrote in the giant book of the universe. And there are actually many gods, a lot of gods that we should not actually care for, because a lot of gods didn't made us, didn't make our spirit. But there are gods that also were responsible of your spirit. And one of them that I came to understand, the creator of my spirit, and the one that wrote inside of this book of the universes, was Tiamat, but also the other dragon gods. The dragon gods were just as responsible for the creation of the universe as the other gods. And one of them, the one so worshipped by humanity, is being called Yahweh or Allah, or he has actually a lot of names. Jehovah, I don't know. I used to worship this guy because I had to. I had to because my family was Catholic. So I did all of it so I could please my family. But I was not pleased because I was afraid of it. Something about this was stitching me away, pushing me away, just like now. Inside of this church, when my grandma passed away, I had to pay my respect for her. But inside of this church, I couldn't breathe. I had no, and also my necklace was burning on my skin. And I said, what the hell is going on here? And I had this apparition, this vision of this God that was, it was, and I have the same feeling because now I'm very close to an outside church, very close to it. And I have also a story to tell here. In this outside church, I wanted to mock with it. I've been so much Catholic that I wanted to mock with it. Big mistake, because I entered with my mask inside of this outside church, and I wanted to make a video inside of this church. 5 times my cell phone break down, my iPhone break down, so I couldn't make a video inside of it. And I felt so bad, like I'm literally, when I'm closing up, I'm feeling bad. I everything inside of my body now screams, don't enter. There is actually one thing very true that Christians are always saying, and that is that this God about this outside church, the one that is worshipped there, is very jealous. A jealous one. And I don't doubt that he is also the one that wrote inside of this giant book. But he made one big mistake. He wants everyone to follow him, everyone to go inside of this light. There are thousands of lights, all created by different kind of really really feel bad. I'm not joking. I mean, the moment that I step here, here, I feel really bad. So bad even that everything inside of myself screams, go away. Really, I'm not joking. And inside of this giant book of the universes is also the one that created all, is Tiamat, that the one that I worship. And the thing is, they always said to worship this God, but I was always drawn by dragons. How come? How come that I am drawn by dragons while no one said who dragons are or what dragons are? Eventually, I came to discover this myself, who and what dragons are. Even the Fae themselves have gods. They also wrote in the same page. Inside of this page, there are a lot of beings and creatures, but a lot of them are high. And actually, most gods don't care. if you don't want to go inside of this light. But that is the test of life. This is a great test of life. You know, whenever you were born, you are immediately connected to a religion, a great religion, and a great religion inside of an, I don't know, culture. Inside of culture, you are connected to, you know, whenever you were born, you are or a Muslim or a Catholic, even though they are always the same God. I mean, they're always this Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, whatever. This is a very selfish bastard. I mean, sorry to say it. I mean, all of this entire humanity bows before him, and I disagree with this. You should follow your light. You should follow your God. You should follow your mind. This is a joke. This entire outside church and all of these churches are a joke. This is a test of what you can feel. Because if you follow this and eventually you pass away, where will you fall? Because there is no one, nothing to hold on to. Because this is not our light. This is not our creator. This is not someone who knows us. Who knows us is the dragon gods, the one that wrote inside of the 5th page, the 5th gate. And inside of the 5th gate, we need to learn. Oh, and I should really go away because I'm a dragon witch. I shouldn't be here. But eventually, the first time that I've been here, it was really, I'm not joking, really, it was like, I had to go out. And it's in this church, I really had to do the same thing. And all of these donations, all of this being given to these gods. Of course, you do the same thing with your dragon altar. Everything that is on there is being given to your dragon and your dragon gods. That is why sometimes people say, I cannot leave my religion behind, so I mix the dragon with Yahweh. Bad idea, actually, because like I said, jealous God, that is a thing that I felt so well, like I was a traitor, like I should not be there. Go out, go away before I hurt you. That is what I understood from this Yahweh creature. He was not the creator of my spirit. Tiamat was. Tiamat is my light. It will always be my light, because no one told me to love Tiamat. No one told me to love the dragon. No one told me actually anything. Yet I was drawn by it. I was completely drawn to the dragon's page. And why? Because I'm a human. Why should I worship and love dragons? Why am I so lured to the dragon? Because inside of us lives an energy that is always connected to them, to the dragons and the dragon gods. That is what all living beings have in this world. This is actually a test of humanity, a test of being alive here where you don't belong. None of us belong here, none of us. And yet we are all together here having our human experience, but we are always surrounded by dragons. But if you fail the test and you believe in the lies, then you follow a different light that is not yours. There is only a few people in this world that belong in this light. And these people as well, they make it their mission to follow them, let them follow. It's more of a story of power. And that is not what the dragon is. The dragon couldn't care less about power because she's all powerful. And all of the dragon gods themselves, they don't care about power. They care that their children would return. So eventually, your spirit and your God is what you need to feel. And that is what you need to understand. Your own dragon spirit that is talking to you and always connected to that five pages further where the dragon has wrote everything in down. That is why they are so connected to nature. Because in this 5th gate, you are always connected to the nature of the dragon and the 4 elements, even the 5th element as well. And that is what you need to understand. And this is a great test, actually, that all of these religions and all of this culture, that you have to, in the end, you don't have to do anything. You just need to listen to your own God, to your own feelings, and to your own self. That is how I discovered the dragon. The dragons themselves, they don't say you have to. No, if you are ready, then you can follow me.